Well, cannabis stocks may be on fire, but my next guest is flashing some warning signs to investors. I'm joined now by Lane Mendelsohn, president of VantagePoint AI. Lane, great to see you.
Thank you, Alexis.
So you use artificial intelligence, your patented software, to sort of look at trends in a particular stock, and you're saying that the run-up in some cannabis stocks may be over?
Well, you know, the last time I did a scan and I used our AI filters, about 35% of the cannabis stocks that we were forecasting were actually forecasted to go down. So a lot of traders and investors think this is such a red-hot sector, let me just throw a dart and whatever it lands on, I buy it, it's going to go up. And that's not the case, and that's where a lot of traders and investors have been hurt. And so it's really important right now, more than ever, with all the changing regulation that's happening, to be very selective about which companies and which stocks people are investing in trading.
What's the criteria you use at VantagePoint when you look at a stock?
Well, the real key to what we're doing is we're doing a very advanced form of pattern recognition using artificial intelligence. This is a patented technology that we developed to not just look at cannabis stocks, because the cannabis sector is not just driven by what's happening within that sector, but it's actually being driven by technology, healthcare, pharmaceutical, even agricultural companies and industries. And so we're doing what's known as global intermarket analysis, where we're actually mining data from all of these other sectors, all of these other markets and stocks, for the purposes of determining what effect that will have on a particular cannabis stock or any stock for that matter.
I want to talk about some individual stocks now that you follow. Canopy Growth, up about 88% in the past 12 months. You brought along a chart to show us what your analysis is telling you. What are we looking at here?
Well, the VantagePoint forecast was extremely accurate. You can see where it turned shading. That was the indication that this trend was going to begin going up, and it was dead on. The key here is that by using leading indicators, we can know in advance when a trend is going to begin or when a trend is going to end. So we were able to forecast the run-up. As of right now, you can see that it's starting to run out of steam as per the forecast, and that was about 10 days ago. So this is where people that are trading the stock, if they're holding it, they need to start watching it more closely. If they're not in this stock, they need to really exercise caution and wait for the next serious indication. The problem is, if you're just looking at that stock alone and looking at the chart patterns on that stock, you're not going to get a lot of insights. You really have to look at the global picture and consider not just what's happening domestically, because this whole sector is global. The whole world is global. So traders and investors really need to look beyond even what's happening in the U.S., beyond what's happening in Canada, to really get a sense of where the cannabis stocks are going to go.
Another one is Aurora that you follow, up 300%
Yes.
in the past year. Is this one going to be losing steam soon?
Well, actually, we forecasted this stock to go up, and we're still forecasting it to go up, and I don't think it's going to lose steam. As per the VantagePoint forecast, it's still saying that the stock's expected to go up. Now, I believe that by the end of this month, this company will actually be listed on a U.S. exchange as opposed to where it is now on a Canadian exchange, and I think that's going to give it even further legs and cause it to go up even further. But as of right now, the VantagePoint forecast is for this stock to continue going up.
Now, another Canadian cannabis stock, Tilray, very volatile. The stock up about 500% over the past year, but this is one that you don't follow. Why?
Correct. We follow it. We're not actively forecasting this stock because we've found, using our pattern recognition technology, that this stock is not as predictable. And there's lots of reasons why a stock may not be as predictable as others. Our philosophy is, if we can't predict it with a very high degree of accuracy, why bother? There are so many other stocks that we can forecast with such a high degree of accuracy. I believe the reason why this stock has been so volatile is because of the IPO structure and the low float, and that's always going to cause a stock to be more volatile.
Lane Mendelsohn of VantagePoint AI, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much.